For some people, that see disadvantage being young, brown, and Indigenous, but for me, those are my superpowers. Kua tai take te mi lātou, pa tai ki te whakakanohi I tō tātou nei iwi. Wai hoki te ako. I think sometimes we take for granted how privileged we actually are when we listen to stories from neighbouring Indigenous tribes and nations.
Politics and power cannot be done without youth anymore. It's so important that elders and people start including not only youth, but Indigenous youth in the decision-making processes.
It's really hard for our young people to become something they can't see, so they can see Indigenous peoples who look and move and sound and feel like them. The kind of goal becomes more attainable.
Today, there are about 3 million Rohingya and only 1% live in freedom. 99% live in refugee camps, are in hiding or stuck in Burma and in the midst of genocide right now.
Particularly today, being surrounded amongst so many incredible First Nations and Indigenous delegates really reminds me, despite turbulent times, what is so important is to remain hopeful amongst this brotherhood and sisterhood of hope.
Designed thinking about that we would ever get into them. So these systems weren't created for us. They weren't created for young people. They weren't created for Indigenous people. They weren't even created for females.
I was actually the one that put her name forward because I live in the United States and I don't see a lot of our people represented in media, in politics. I love the new generation of young leaders as they're so empowered to speak and they're so free with how they express themselves. And Hana is a great example of what a young, oceanic, Indigenous leader should be.
Ko te reo